watching Fox 35 News Plus, streaming on Fox Local.
Well, good morning to you, and welcome into Fox 35 News Plus and our special coverage today of protests across America. It is June 14th. It is Flag Day. It is President Donald Trump's birthday. There are a lot of events going on, not only in our nation's capital, with military demonstrations, a parade later today, fireworks show as well in our nation's capital, but also protests all across the country, not just here in Florida, but in about 1,500 cities across the country. I'm going to try to pull up a map that we have that shows you those locations, because they are widespread. They're in a lot of different places here in Central Florida, and we have team coverage today as we continue to track these protests and what happens in our area and also across the country. Let me show you a live look right now. This is in Daytona Beach, where Fox 35's Matt Trezza is this morning. We'll check in with him in just a little bit. But you can see quite the crowd there lining the streets, many of them holding signs and trying to get their word out. This is part of the No Kings Day of Defiance, is what they're calling it. It's a national organization that is kind of organizing these, but it's really grassroots led in many of these communities. You see a sign there right in the middle, a black sign that says No Kings. That is certainly the theme among many of these protests that we're going to see today, and what we are going to hear from many of these people. Again, this is a live look in Daytona Beach. But let me go ahead and pull up that map that I was talking about, showing these No Kings Day protests across America. So this is from the No Kings website, nokings.org. Every dot is a scheduled protest, and you see many of them across the country. Again, the latest kind of ballpark number we had was about 2,000 protests in about 1,500 different cities. I want to go down here to Florida and kind of zoom in a little bit just so you can get an idea of what it looks like here. And you see, even just in our area, quite a few. Orlando, Castleberry, Lake Mary, looks like one in Mount Dora, Deltona, DeLand, Daytona Beach. We know New Smyrna Beach. In Brevard County, there's one in Cocoa. A number of these different protests. Again, we have team coverage today. Fox 35's Matt Trezza out in Volusia County covering the protests there. We have Fox 35's Esther Bauer in Brevard County covering those protests there. And then also a protest in downtown Orlando later today. That one's scheduled for 5 o'clock. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay going to be there, and we will check in with him later. But we have a full day of coverage for you planned here live on Fox Local and on YouTube. If you are watching with us on YouTube, go ahead and drop us a line in the chat and show us. Tell us where you're watching from. Let us know. Say hello, and we appreciate you joining us. Fox 35's Morgan Parrish going to join me in here in just a little bit as we continue our coverage. Fox 35's Marley Capper going to join me later this afternoon, as well as we have a full day of coverage with live guests as well, looking at safety and security angles. We'll speak to some law enforcement experts. We are also going to speak to a couple of political analysts and political experts about this kind of moment in time. We know it is a bit of a divisive political climate, and you certainly see that today with the split screens that we will see throughout the day as we see some of these events going on in a number of different places, and juxtaposed with many of those events going on in Washington, D.C. We did talk a little bit about some of those events going on in our nation's capital today. Let me give you a live look. This is from our sister station in Washington, D.C. This is the Army fitness competition that's going on the National Mall. And this is going to be going on. It began at 9:30, going on to 12:30. So several hours today. And again, this is courtesy WTTG, Fox 5, Washington, D.C., in our nation's capital. This is, I believe, on the National Mall where this is all happening. You can see some of those soldiers there doing some of those activities. This is the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army, and that is one of the reasons for all of these events that are going on in D.C. 6:30 p.m. is the Army 250th birthday parade, followed by a concert, fireworks on the National Mall as well. So this is happening right now on the National Mall. And then for much of the day, they're having an Army Birthday Festival that's going to have some more live military demonstrations. They're going to have tanks out there, all kinds of different things. So that kind of sets the scene for what's going on in our nation's capital as we see more of these protests beginning as well across the country. Give you another live look in Daytona Beach. And I was looking for the exact location. This Daytona Beach protest, I believe it's outside Daytona Beach City Hall is where we're talking about. You see hands off democracy on one of those signs there. And we had the chance to speak with one of the organizers yesterday of a protest in Brevard County. We know in Cocoa this afternoon they're expecting about 2,000 people. From this shot right here, hard to tell exactly how many people might be out there in Volusia County right now. But we will ask Matt about that in just a little bit. Also, a word of warning here. These are live protests. These are live events. Once we kind of get into some of these, I do want to warn you that there is certainly the possibility of some language in what we might hear, but also in what we might see on some of those signs, some of the T-shirts as well. You just never know. So I just want to go ahead and put that warning out there. So viewer discretion is advised. You see that a warning on your screen as well. So this event just getting started in Daytona Beach. All three Volusia County protests beginning at 10 a.m. running till noon. All of the three that we are monitoring, at least Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, and DeLand. Again, this is the one in Daytona Beach. You see a lot of American flags. You see a man there draped in the American flag, one of the colonial ones it looked like with the stars in a circle, and then also a balloon there poking fun at Donald Trump. So we are going to take a quick break here on Fox 35 News Plus and on YouTube. We're going to come back. We're going to kind of continue to set things up here, take some live looks into these protests, hear from some organizers involved with with getting these set up in their communities and why they're doing it. We are also going to hear from the Brevard County Sheriff, Wayne Ivey, who had some strong words this week urging folks and basically laying down the law when it comes to making sure that these events today stay safe and stay peaceful. So we're going to step aside, take our first quick break here, and we will be right back after this. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and give you a live look right now. This is from Sky Fox, and a live look at the protest in Castleberry in Seminole County. Off 436 is where this is, and you can see a big crowd out there lining both sides of that highway as the chopper kind of widens out its shot a little bit. Cars driving by, and this is, again, a live view from Castleberry from Sky Fox. So we're going to step aside, take a quick break here. We'll be right back after this.